So in the first stanza, we describe about the appearance of the child. Now, the poet has described here about the classroom, appearance of the classroom, how it is looking like, and what is the reality in that classroom. No sour cream walls, on sour cream walls, donations. Shakespeare's head, cloudless at dawn, civilized dome riding all cities. Ballet, flowery, Trossel Valley, open-handed map, awarding the world its world. And yet for these children, these windows, not this map, their world, where all their futures painted with a fog. A narrow street sealed in with a lead sky, far, far from rivers, capes, and stars of world. So in the second stanza, the poet describes the wall of the class room in the school is looking very dull, and he compare it with the sour creams. What is the smell of sour cream? It looks yellowish and it is smelling so bad. So the writer compare that thing with it. And the pictures, those who are hung there, that is also not according to the prospectus. Means the children, those who don't know about the basic things of the life, what they are doing, if the map is there, Shakespeare's photo is there, so likewise that. Now I will explain you the poem word to word. On sour cream walls, donation, Shakespeare's head, cloudless at dawn, civilized dome riding all cities. So the writer wants to describe that the poet, despite that the critical condition of the pale and dingy yellow walls of the classroom, he compares the color of the wall with the sour cream and smell that coming from there. That is also. The classroom has a picture of a Shakespeare and the world map, but he wants to say maybe probably someone donated, but there is no use of that thing there because the students are not understand that thing. They don't know who is the Shakespeare, what he had done, because the basic things they don't know. How can they know the Shakespeare's? So that is the thing he wants to say, that the level of the student and the pictures, they are not matched with each other. To them, they are also no use of the Shakespeare's, and the literature have no space in their life. They have to be learn simple things, whatever that is related to their life. The writer wants to describe that. There is also a picture of a clear sky hung on the classroom walls, which have no place to their lives. There is also a picture of a clear sky, one of the beautiful Telos Valley that is in the it is in Austria, and state of Troy it is called. So he wants to say which is indicates beauty and hope with its bells and the colorful flowery of the world he there despite, but that is also no use for that because because of poverty, because of less education, they don't know how to use all these things. They have don't they are not celebrate. So that is the thing they wants to say here. Next here in the thing he wants to say awarding the world its world, and yet for these children these window, not this map, their world. There are all their futures painted with fog. So writer wants to say that there is also some pictures and of the good thing. Map is also hung there, but it is no use for them. It is because their world is very narrow and stuck in the boundaries of the poverty and misery. The future is sharky, dark, and foggy, not clearly shown. So their future is like that their world is confident within the narrow streets and of the slum enclosed by the blushy grey sky. They are far away from the rivers, from the sea, that resembles adventure, excitement, and beauty, as well as from the stars. They are symbolize the wisdom that can be brighten their future. But all that things is also no use for them because they are don't know about all that things. In the third stanza, writer describe about the people, the things that he doesn't like, the people, those who are just taking the advantage of these poor people. Surely, Shakespeare is wicked. The map is a bad example, with the ship and sun and love tempting them to steal. For lives that silly turns their cramped holes from fog to endless night on their slag heap. These children were skins peeped through by the bones and spectacles of steel with the mended glasses, like bottle bits on stone. All of their time and space are the foggy slum, so bolt their maps with the slum and bake the dome. So the writer wants to describe in the third stanza about that he feels that Shakespeare is wicked. He was just using this word here because he wants to say the people, those who are hung the picture of Shakespeare in the class, they was just misleading to the other and to the children because these children are not able to speak a proper their language. How can they read the literature or understand the literature of Shakespeare? So that is why he said like that. And then he was portraying the things so that his world, portraying the world of the shape, sun, and love, which is not only unreal for them, but it has a negative impact on their mind. He feels that this would instance them to be the steal or take unfair means as they are desperately making attempts to escape from their cramped holes means maybe impact of these things will be opposite, so that is why he wants to say we have to go through the usual things we have to use to taught them. Their existence in needed very sad. These deprived children are so skinny that in appearance appears that they are the very wearing skin. In the line, fourth, wear skins peep through the bones and specks of the steel. The writer wants to describe that thing. The spectacles they are wearing, having the glass which has been broken, and then after it was mended. Their entire appearance reflects their misery and deprivation. So the poet shows his uh, suggestions that the map on the classroom walls should show the reality of their life. It must show the huge slum instead of the beauty and the same graphics there. So in the next paragraph, writer describe about the person, those who